Section 1400 Service to Customer-Owned Meter_Pole. 1401 General. Where customer requests electric service and is not allowed to or chooses not to have their meter loop installed on their building or structure, they may install a meter pole in accordance with the provisions herein on their premises. Note: CPS Energy will not provide or install transformers or primary voltage conductors on a customer-owned meter pole. 1401 Services requiring meter pole. A meter pole, if overhead service is taken, is a requirement for receiving service to a manufactured home, temporary or portable building, and/or other structures deemed by CPS Energy not to be suitable for direct supply by CPS Energy owned and maintained service drops. 1401 2 Customer owned and maintained. Where a customer meter pole is utilized, it shall be owned and maintained by customer in a safe condition as determined by CPS Energy. Refer to figures 1401 and 1402 for typical installations. Note: customer load conductors may leave the meter pole either underground or overhead. 1401 3 Location of meter pole. The meter pole shall be located on customer's premises in a readily accessible area. Installation of meter poles under CPS Energy primary distribution lines or in a CPS Energy electric easement is prohibited. Customer shall coordinate with the CPS Energy customer service representative. 1401 4 Approved types of poles. The meter pole structure shall be a chemically treated wood pole, steel I-beam, pipe or equivalent. A wood pole shall not be less than 5 inches in diameter at the top, and it shall be tall enough to satisfy the clearances of service drops and drip loops as specified in Section 500 and shown in Figure 501. Steel I-beam, pipe, or equivalent may be used by customer where specifications and design are first approved by CPS Energy. A pipe shall be a minimum of 4 inches in diameter while I-beam must be a minimum 4 inches by 4 inches. The meter pole shall provide adequate anchorage to the service conductors and all equipment it supports. Note: in situations where CPS Energy provides underground supply, a meter pedestal approved by CPS Energy's Electric Service and Metering Standards section may be installed. Refer to definition of meter pedestal and Figure 1501. 1402 Installation of meter pole. Customer may install their own chemically treated meter pole, but its type and installation must meet CPS Energy standards and in no case be less than 6 feet deep into the ground. Upon customer request, CPS Energy will install a chemically treated wood pole for customer at their expense. A. Steel I-beam or pipe type. Steel I-beam or pipe must be installed by customer and it shall be set in concrete to a minimum depth of 48 inches. Steel I-beams or pipe shall provide adequate contact points for service conductors as required and acceptable by the CPS Energy customer service representative. A 5/8-inch hole for anchorage shall be pre-drilled 12 inches above the service head and not less than 12 inches below the top of the pole as shown in Figure 1401. B. Damaged/deteriorated poles. Rotted wood poles, deteriorated steel poles or I-beams, or poorly set meter poles, that are deemed unsafe by CPS Energy shall be repaired or replaced by customer. Failure to remedy the unsafe situation may be cause for disconnection of service. 1403 Service equipment. Customer's service equipment shall be installed in accordance with NEC and other applicable codes including sections 400 and 1800 of these standards. Customer service equipment shall be located on the meter pole as shown in Figure 1401 and 1402. A. Service drop. The service drop shall satisfy the clearances specified in Section 500 and shown in Figure 501 and shall be attached on meter pole at no more than 12 inches from the service head of customer's service raceway. Refer to Figure 1401 and 1402. B. Customer load conductors. Where customer elects to leave meter pole with overhead load conductors, the point of attachment for customer's overhead load wires shall be 36 inches minimum, below the service head. Customer will be responsible for providing all load-side clearances for secondary conductors as required by the NEC and other applicable codes. Note 1. At no time will customer be allowed to rely on a CPS energy primary fuse disconnect to protect service entrance conductors on a meter pole or other services. Note 2. Customer's grounding electrode shall be located at the service equipment and be installed as per NEC and Section 1700-1400 for metering equipment. Metering enclosures shall be positioned so that the meter will face toward the street. Metering instrument transformer enclosures, including transockets, shall not be mounted on meter pole. Where approved for use by CPS Energy, meter racks may be installed to support equipment that does not properly fit on pole. Customer shall furnish and install rack in accordance with CPS Energy specifications, refer to Figure 1402. 1405 Other equipment not permitted on meter pole. Devices other than service and load conductors, metering equipment, and service equipment shall not be placed on the meter pole. Security lights may be installed on customer's meter pole where first approved by the CPS Energy customer service representative and after proper clearance, 36 inches, to the service drop conductors and drip loop is maintained. Exception. Where meter pole is used for telecommunication systems in accordance with Section 1900, see the following figures or tables in the specification manual. Figure 1401 Overhead service, self-contained meter, S, on customer-owned meter pole. Figure 1402 Overhead service, weatherproof CTs on customer-owned meter pole.